Hey guys, it's Kayla from Killing It With Coupons, and I have got an amazing Jewel-Osco haul to share with you guys for this week. This week is Fetchtopia, so there is a ton of fetch offers that ended up making these all such amazing deals. However, a lot of the rebates are like running out. I know at Meijer, one of them had already, I think, expired like after I was done submitting my receipt already. So these could go very quickly. They may not be available for a very long time, and with Fetch as well, rebates are account specific, so they might not be available for everybody. You might not have the same value or the same like buy threshold or like, you know, the amount that you need to buy, or they might just not be available. They might become available for you like later in the week. It just honestly depends. I'm also losing my voice. I did my Meijer haul earlier and I'm like losing my voice. So I'm sorry if I'm sounding a little, my voice sounded a little raspy right now. But this week is so crazy amazing. I got so many good deals on items that are normally super expensive. I didn't get a ton of stuff. There wasn't a ton of deals going on, but a lot of the items that I got were like dirt cheap, and again, items that normally retail at pretty high value. Like these gluten-free cookies are so amazing, and they're like honestly pretty expensive for cookies, but I was able to get them, like I said, literally dirt cheap, cents for cents this week because of these amazing deals that are going on. But like I said, they will vary a little bit. I'm just sharing with you guys. Again, you may have some different type of varieties available. You may have rebates that I don't have available. Like I said, just make sure that you double check all of those and make sure they are still available and or that you have the same like value as well. But if you guys saw my Meijer haul as well, the total between both of those stores would have been almost $500 for grocery items. Like I picked up, you guys can see here, I got a good amount of produce as well. Again, like snack things, a giant thing of cheese. Again, like mostly grocery items over here at Jewel, and mainly at Meijer too this week as well. I did cash out from Ibotta $100. I used $50 towards that at my Jewel transaction, and also $50 towards it in my Meijer transaction. The $100 I cashed out, but again, the way I normally do that is kind of roll it like you would like a register reward or extra buck or Walgreens cash or Walmart cash, like those type of things, so that I can just use it to cover my out-of-pocket. So my actual like out-of-pocket for our groceries for that week wasn't quite as much. So I cashed out, and like I said, I used the $50 towards that. So my actual out-of-pocket between both stores was like $110 plus tax. After all of the rebates though that I got back and everything like that, my net cost for all of the items between both stores was only about $80 plus tax, which is crazy. Like even just these items for $80 would actually have been pretty good as well, because like I said, there's a lot of grocery deals that are going on for this week. I guess we did get a little bit lucky because there wasn't a ton of regular like Jewel deals that were going on. They do have a 3-day sale as well that's going on that I believe is either Saturday, Sunday, Monday, or Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, something like that. I think it's like a Cinco de Mayo sale for this week. A few deals in there that I saw that were pretty good, but hopefully you guys follow me on my social media so that you guys can stay up to date with those deals when they are coming out as well. Now what I did do was I actually did this in 2 transactions. One is an online grocery pickup order, the other one I did in stores, and the reason I did that was there's a couple offers that are only for grocery pickup for this week for online deals. It's also just more convenient, and as long as it's over $30, I believe, it may be $35, I think it's $30 though, you will get free pickup, no additional cost for that. But because of Ibotta, there is a few rebates that I ended up doing for this week, and with Ibotta you have to have the physical receipt in order to submit to that. With Fetch you don't. You could do all of the deals digitally if you wanted to, but that was the reason I needed to go in. So I did do this in 2 transactions. I'll let you guys know what items I picked up where, and again how you would have to do some in stores or some online for this week. But these deals at Jewel are valid from April 29th until May 5th. And the combined retail cost for all of these items between, again, both of those transactions that I did both in stores and also online would have been $235.84. I paid $123.65 plus tax out of pocket. Again, because I cashed out from Ibotta, I put $50 of that cash towards this. So my out of pocket was only $73.65 plus tax. I saved a combined $112.19 Now, I did use a $6 off produce purchase coupon. The Jewel rewards, for you rewards, they expire at the end of the month normally, and I had enough points to redeem for a $6 off produce purchase coupon, so that's what I ended up earning and then redeeming it for, and used it in the transaction. So that might look a little bit different for you, but I don't count that towards my net cost. I almost count it like free money, sort of, because I don't ever count when I earn those rewards. And what it works out to be, it's sort of like just a free coupon that I end up getting, since, like I said, I don't figure it normally into my net cost. But it'll look different for you depending on what your reward situation is for this month. I earned back, though, a combined $86.75 from both Fetch and Ibotta, making my combined net cost for all these items $36.90, which is amazing. Like I said, bunch of food items and like snacks and things like that as well, which, like I was saying, I'm gluten-free, so like those cookies for me alone are like enough to justify the entire haul and everything that I picked up for this week. That and the Olipop too. Those are my two favorite things that I think are here on the table. But my online pickup order I'll share with you guys first, and I don't really have anything separated as far as like which items I picked up. I'll just share with you guys, but those would have been $161. I paid $75.75 plus tax out of pocket, and that's not figuring in the $50 that I used from Ibotta that I cashed out. I saved $85.25. I did use that $6 off produce purchase reward in the online transaction, and I earned back $37.75 from Fetch. You can earn Fetch back from the digital receipts, but not Ibotta. So my net price for those items was $38. If you don't have that $6 off produce purchase and you were to do the exact same way that I did it, it would be $44 without that reward. But the items that I did pick up were strawberries, which are $1.99 with the digital for you coupon. They are a limit of 2, regularly $4.99, so they would have been $9.98. I paid $3.98 for the both of them and saved $6. I also picked up 2 of the raspberries, which are priced 99 cents with the digital coupon, and they are a limit of 2. So at regular price of $3.99, they would have been $7.98. I paid $1.98 and saved $6. Blackberries are also on sale as well for 99 cents with the digital for you coupon, and they are also a limit of 2. However, they're only 50 cents at Meijer this week, so that's where I went ahead and picked those up. We also have these 9-ounce little cups of the watermelon chunks, cantaloupe chunks, and honeydew melon chunks, which are 99 cents. There's no limit, but each one does have a separate digital coupon, so whichever ones you want to pick up, make sure that you clip the appropriate coupon for. And each of those retail at $2.99, but again, you'll pay just 99 cents and you'll save $2 on each of those. Also, the Fresh Express spinach is 99 cents with the digital coupon, no limit. It's regularly $3.49, so I paid just 99 cents for that and saved $2.50. The avocados are 69 cents with the digital coupon this week, limit 6. They're regularly $1.99, so they would have been $11.94. I paid $4.14 for these and saved $7.80. I also picked up one of the Steam and Go potatoes for 99 cents with the digital coupon, no limit, regularly $3.99, but I paid 99 cents and saved $3. Also the Olipop, which, like I said, I'll love these. These are 99 cents with the digital coupon, and there is no limit. They're regularly $2.49, so the 4 of them would have been $9.96. I paid $3.96 and saved $6 on those. And those Olipops technically also count towards produce as well. So when I used that $6 off produce purchase coupon, that kind of applied towards the percentage of that $6 off applied towards those items as well. So if you figure in all of those produce items that I got, after my $6 reward coupon that I redeemed, it was just $13.01 for all of the produce, plus also those Olipops as well. That also includes those little melon chunks as well, and the berries, which, like I said, I thought was a really good deal. And even though I bought these items with the online purchase, you can do them in stores or online. The item that you have to pick up with the online purchase this week is on the cheese. Now, I think there's like maybe 1 or 2 other digital purchase coupon deals that are going on for this week. They also have that, I think if you spend $150, you end up getting like a few items for free this week. I didn't end up doing that, but what I did pick up was the shredded cheese, the 2-pound bag, which is $5.99 with the digital coupon and the online purchase, and it's a limit of 1. It's regularly $9.99, but I paid $5.99 with the coupon and saved $4. Now, that's not like the best savings, but it is a pretty good price, like per what is normally like smaller packages of cheese. So like I said, I thought that that was overall not too bad of a deal. I think the 1-pound packages at Aldi are like $3. So this ends up actually working out to be almost the same price, but sometimes they're a little bit more money. Like they might be $3.50 at Aldi. The price kind of fluctuates, but I still thought, well, that was a pretty good price for us. I also picked up one of these United sodas. The rest of these items, for the most part, you can do in stores or online. These are $1.99, regularly $2.49. There's a $1 off coupon, so you'll pay just 99 cents for that and save $1.50. I also picked up 2 of the bottled waters, either the purified, which is the 40 count bottles, or the spring water, which is the 35 count bottles. Those are $3.99 with the digital coupon, and they're a limit of 2, regularly $6.99, so the 2 of them would have been $13.98. I paid $7.98 for the 2 of them and saved $6. Also, again, not the best price, but I think Aldi's price, honestly, the smaller size, like this is like the value size, but the smaller size, like normal bottled water packs, I think those are like $3+ at Aldi, so I thought that that wasn't a bad price for those. Then some of the Fetch deals that are going on this week, like I said, it's Fetchtopia, which means that a lot of the Fetch offers earn double points. So for basically every like 1,000 points, it's the equivalent to roughly $1. They don't equate exactly perfectly, but I end up redeeming those points for gift cards, and those end up working out to, like I said, being about the same as 1,000 points per dollar. A lot of those are double the value this week, which makes for some absolutely amazing deals. Some of these deals you can kind of do, honestly, at like Walmart has some pretty similar prices to some of these items as well. Like those gluten-free cookies, those actually are a little bit more money at Meijer this week. They're cheaper at Jewel, but still kind of the same. So a lot of stores will have similar-ish offers available. I also know like these beech nut, the little baby food pouches, those are, I think, cheaper at Walmart and would have been a better deal, but I think my Walmart is either out of stock of them or they don't carry them, so I was like, I'll just pick them up at Jewel for like a handful of cents more. But a lot of these deals can work out at a lot of different stores for this week. So like I said, just make sure when you're checking that those rebates are still available when you go to do these deals, obviously, and check to see if you have the same rebate offers available as well. Not everybody, like I said, is going to have the same ones, so just make sure that you are double checking what your available offers are. But the Sargento Natural American cheeses, now I actually picked up or placed the purchase order for the 8-ounce package, and those are $2.99 with the digital coupon, and there's no limit. Now what I'm thinking is they were probably out of stock. They've done this once before, and I actually kind of sort of love Jewel for doing this because it's sort of convenient. Instead of like replacing it and substituting it and me having to go through like a whole weird process or whatever, I bought 2 8-ounce packages. So instead they just end up giving me this 16-ounce package, which is just the same as getting 2 of those. And again, this is kind of convenient because it's just 1 package that I have to put in the refrigerator and not 2. But it also, again, too, if they were out of stock, instead of just saying, oh, we're out of stock and we're not going to replace it or whatever, like I'm gonna be a little salty and say that's what happens with me at Meijer a lot of times. They ended up just giving me the 16-ounce package, and they didn't change anything in my receipt, so I still got my same rebates back and everything like that, and it was still the same price that I ended up paying. It was just worked out to be a little bit more convenient because I didn't have to go through the whole process of them substituting it and then saying, do you want us to substitute it with this item, and then it being more money or whatever. They just gave me literally the same amount of cheese, just in a different like package. But if you're doing the deal the same way, you're going to want to end up picking up 2 of the 8-ounce packages for $2.99 with the digital coupon. Like I said, there's no limit. Regularly, these are $5.49, so they would be $10.98, but there's no coupon. You'll pay the $5.98 out of pocket. You'll earn $1.25 back from Fetch, which is a limit of 3. So you'll earn that back twice, and like I said, because that was still what it shows on my receipt, that's what I ended up earning back from Fetch. So it was $2.50 that I earned back, and I also earned $1.25 back from Fetch for buying 2, which again, technically I did buy and purchase 2, they just changed the size of the package. And that's a limit of 3, but because of the way those limits work, I just picked up 2 of them. So that made it $2.23 for 2, or $1.12 each, which again, for me was just one big package for $2.23, and I saved $8.75. I also picked up these Sargento Mighty Bites. These are $3.49, but they're part of the buy 2 get 2 free items sale, and I think those are like items that you do have to buy, but they'll be $6.98 for the 4 of them. Regularly at $3.49, the 4 would be $13.96, but with no coupons, just the sale, you'll pay $6.98 out of pocket. You will earn $1 back from Fetch on each one, which is a limit of 3 though, so you'll earn $3 back, plus you'll earn $1.25 back from Fetch when you buy 2, which is also a limit of 3, but since you're buying 4, you'll earn $2.50 back, making the net price $1.48 for 4, or 37 cents each, and you'll save $12.48. And as I've been saying, my favorite gluten-free cookies, these are $5.49. They're buy one get one free. So the 6 of them totaled $16.47. At regular price, they would have been $32.94 for the 6 of them. With no coupons, I paid $16.47 out of pocket, but with Fetch, you'll earn $4 back when you buy 2, which is a limit of 3. So you'll earn that offer back 3 times, earning $12 back in total, making these just $4.47 for 6 of them, or 75 cents each. Like I said, that is amazing for normally $5 bag of cookies, and these aren't like huge bags either, so I feel like $5 for like a small bag of cookies is kind of a lot, but when we are getting them for 75 cents, that is awesome, and you save $28.47 on those. Also, this very, very fancy sorbet, this is on sale for $4.99 with the digital coupon, and it is a limit of 2. Regularly, these are $6.49, so they would have been $12.98. You'll pay $9.98 out of pocket, but you'll earn $2 back from Fetch when you buy one of the, either the Paradise Passion Fruit, or I believe it was the Hazelnut Something Crunch. Those are the only 2 ones that will work towards the $2 rebate that you will get back. So I earned $4 back for that, plus you'll also earn $1.50 back from Fetch, and that is not specific to those 2 varieties. So you'll earn that back twice for a total of $3, making your net cost just $2.98 for the 2 of them, or $1.49 each. These are $6.50 normally, so that is quite a good deal in my opinion, and I'm excited to try that out because that sounds really, really good. I also picked up, like I was saying, these Beech Nut, the turkey pouches. Now, you can pick up the turkey pouches, or you could also pick up, I believe it was the chicken pouches. The chicken ones will work in stores if you do it with Ibotta. These turkey ones will work with Fetch. I picked these up. I don't have anybody that actually needs these really, but I checked. These actually can work as toppers for my dog's food, specifically, especially too because it has like the butternut squash in it, which is really good fiber. Normally it's like pumpkin, but butternut squash is also pretty good, and I think they will like this, especially because my puppy is really, really a picky eater, and she does not like her dry food unless it's mixed in with something. So, and she actually has a little bit of an issue where she needs a little bit of extra fiber too. So I thought that these would actually work out kind of well for that, but they're regularly $2.79 at Jewel, so they'll be $8.37, and that's what you'll pay out of pocket. There's no coupons. You'll earn $2 back from Fetch on any of the Beech Nut meat pouches. So the turkey, I think it's maybe beef and chicken, something like that. And like I said, the chicken one, you can earn 50 cents back from Ibotta if you do it again in stores. Since I was doing this online with these ones, I just ended up picking up the turkey ones, which you will also earn 50 cents back from on Fetch, which was a limit of 3, so I got $1.50 back for that, making these just 87 cents for 3, or 29 cents each. Like I said, I thought for my purpose and what I'm using them for was a pretty good price. I saved $7.50 again if you wanted to with Ibotta instead. instead you could do the chicken kind as well. But that Fetch offers a limit of 3 for the meat ones, so you're not going to be able to like pick up 6 and get the 3 turkey and 3 chicken. You just, like I said, have to kind of pick and choose which ones you want to pick up. So that was my online deals that I ended up doing, and because I paid $75.75 out of pocket for these items, I did end up earning back $2 from Fetch as well, which was when you made a $50 or more purchase at Jewel. So since I was over that, I also earned an additional $2 back, which again was doubled, normally $1, but it was doubled because of the Fetchtopia this week. Yes, please, I would love to get $2 back for just making my grocery purchase at Jewel this week, which was really awesome. The other deals, like I said, I ended up doing these in stores. Now, one of them you could do online or in stores, but the rebate was expiring, because when I placed the pickup order last night, I wasn't sure if it was going to still be available. I was going to get credit for it or not, but it reset and then was still available, so I decided to do it in stores. And it is a little bit weird because it is on these PB&J or the PB and chocolates, these Orchard Valley Harvest covered peanuts, and I actually got the Fetch reward back for the strawberry kind, but for some reason I didn't get it back on the chocolate kind, so I do have it submitted for like a review. So hopefully I will be able to get that back. If not, I'll like send a help review thingy or whatever, like a ticket. But so far I've had really no problems for the most part with Fetch. So I don't know if that was just because of my receipt or whatever, but just be careful if you are picking those up. But it shows it in the picture and it's like the same size. Like I got it back for this one, but just for some reason not these ones. And so like I said, it should be okay. I should end up getting it back. It's just under review right now. But that you can do. Again, it was expiring, but then it reset since last night. It said there was only like, I think 3 left last night, and I was like, I'm not gonna, you know, risk not getting that rebate back. So I saw though then this morning during the day when I was checking, it was still available, so I just ended up doing it in stores and picked them up. But for the in-store deals, they would have been $74.84. I paid $47.90 plus tax out of pocket. Again, that doesn't include the money that I ended up cashing out for my Ibotta and putting towards it. But I saved $26.94, which again is a little expensive. But my in-store deals ended up being a moneymaker this week because of what I ended up earning back. And that was $33.50 from Fetch. Like I said, I am still waiting on the $10 for these, but that should come back no problem. And also $12.50 from Ibotta. Plus, I also earned my $3 Ibotta bonus for the weekend bonus. Now, I didn't actually, I think it was 11 offers. I only got 10, but I also got 10 at Meijer. So I got 20 in total, so I ended up earning that. It was just, I needed like 1 rebate from Meijer, which I ended up getting. So in total, I earned back $49, making all of my items in store free plus $1.10. My net cost for the online deals was only the $38. So that's why my combined net cost for everything was $36.90, which like I said, that was pretty awesome. But to start off with the deals I ended up doing in stores, like I said, you could do this in stores or online, but these covered peanuts, these are $4.99 on sale. Regularly they are $5.99, so they would have been $17.97, but there's no coupons. You'll pay the $14.97 out of pocket, but earn $5 back from Fetch, which is a limit of 3, so you'll earn $15 back in total. Like I said, for some reason the chocolate one was not coming back for me, but when I like submitted for it, it was like, oh, we matched an offer or whatever. Like it just has to confirm it. So I think, like I said, it should be completely fine. But after earning that back, it'll make these free, plus actually you kind of make 3 cents. Since they're $4.99, you get $5 back, and you'll save $18 in total with those. These Sargento Bakes, these are $3.99 when you buy 2, and they're a limit of 2. Now, it's not with a coupon, but you do, again, it's like just a regular sale. You just have to buy 2, and you can't buy more than 2. So they'll be $7.98. They're regularly $5.49, so the 2 of them would have been $10.98, but there is a $1 off digital coupon, which I clipped and used that, paid $6.98 out of pocket, but earned $2.50 back from Fetch, which is a limit of 3, and that was for buying 2 Sargento products. And also I earned back $2 for the like the cheese bakes as well, and that was also a limit of 3, so I earned that back and got $4 back. Plus, I also ended up earning back $1 from Fetch as well on just any Sargento product. So that ended up being free Plus, I ended up making $3.02 on those items and saved $14. I also picked up these Wonder Cakes. Now, they only really had the honey buns left in my store. They still had a pretty good amount, but those were the only kind that was left of these. And these are on sale for $1.50. They're regularly $3.49. 6 of them would have been $20.94, but with no coupons, you'll pay $9 out of pocket. However, you will earn $2 back from Fetch when you buy 2, which is a limit of 3. So you'll earn that back 3 times for $6, plus 50 cents back from Ibotta on each one, which is a limit of 5. So you'll earn that back 5 times only for $2.50, making it 50 cents for 6 of them, or 8 cents each. Now, you could buy 4 and end up getting them completely for free. I still thought for 50 cents for 6 of them and making them 8 cents each was awesome as well. So that's what I went with. Like I said, if you want free, you can pick up 4. And again, it doesn't have to be just the honey buns. That's just what they had left pretty much in my store of these. But it's also like the donuts and again, like the snack cakes and stuff like that. So like I said, you can mix and match with that however you want. It was just, that was what I had to get because that's what they had left. We also picked up the lactose-free coffee creamer, which is on sale for $4.99. It's regularly $5.99. There's a $1 off digital coupon, or as you guys can see here, there's also a $2 hang tag on these as well. So I used the digital coupon since it's what I already had clipped, but it could be $1 less for you. So I paid $3.99 out of pocket. You could pay $2.99 out of pocket. You'll get $3 back from Ibotta, making it for me 99 cents. If you use that $2 off coupon, it's completely free. And I saved $5 on those, which I thought was really good. Like I said, if you have that hang tag coupon and you end up using it, free is also awesome. Plus, I also picked up the soy milk, which is $6.99 regular price. It's not on sale, but there's a $3 off digital coupon. So you'll pay $3.99 out of pocket, but earn $2 back from Ibotta, making it $1.99, and you save $5, which for organic soy milk at $1.99 is a good price. And especially with that not being on sale, I also thought was a really good deal as well. And then lastly, the other deal that I ended up doing was on these Dial, the antibacterial plus hydrating hand soaps. Now it was specifically on the shea butter kind, or there's one other variety. There's only 2 varieties and my store didn't have the other one, so I just picked up 3 of the shea butter kind. These are priced $2.99 on sale this week. They're regularly $3.99, so they would have been $11.97. I paid $8.97 out of pocket. However, you'll earn $2 back from Fetch, which is a limit of 3, so that's $6 that you'll earn back. Plus, I also earned $4 back from Fetch for spending $7 on Dial products. And in addition to that, I also got $1 back from Ibotta, which is a limit of 1. So these were free, plus $2.03 that I made on those, and I saved $14. So that was everything I ended up picking up. Like I said, Jewel didn't actually have a ton of stuff. Like, this would have been a pretty calm week this week if it wasn't for all of those Fetch offers and Ibotta offers that were going on for this week. There, like I said, really would not have been all that much to have done. I didn't notice a whole ton of deals or coupon matchups or really anything like that outside of a lot of the Fetch offers. So, and again, those Fetch offers though that are going on are like crazy good. So make sure that you guys are taking advantage of those deals. Again, yours may look a little bit different than mine, or again, like I said, you might not have some of those. And that even sometimes is with Ibotta. For the most part, everybody has the same, but sometimes like some people get like $1 off, other people get like 75 cents off. Again, like I said, it kind of depends. So just make sure that you're checking to see what is available for you, and like I said, which ones are on your account and how you're able to best take advantage of some of those deals. And like I said, because so much of this was with Fetch offers, those, like I said, could expire at any time, as long with the Ibotta offers as well, and they could also look different. So while some of the deals, like I said, will be kind of the same for everybody, some stuff may look a little bit different. And again, I think for under $40 for everything that I picked up was pretty good. Because we had so many moneymaker deals, again, with the Dial, with the Sargento, and just like really cheap or like free deals even too, are just, you know, it was a really awesome week this week at Jewel. I'm going to be so sad when this week is over and there's no more Fetch deals to do, because I mean, there's always always Fetch deals to do, and honestly sometimes it works out really, really well with some Jewel offers as well. It's just this week is with those double points, it's amazing. I've earned back so much this week and made my net cost for these items so cheap, which is, like I said, absolutely amazing. And especially too, which are actual grocery items which we consume and we go through a lot faster than things like shampoos and conditioners and laundry detergents and those kind of things. You know, these are things that we will go through much quicker. These are things that, again, too, we would be buying food at, you know, other grocery stores or Aldi or whatever, you know, if we weren't getting such good deals on these things here. But let me know if you guys found any other good deals that are going on at Jewel or Meijer for this week as well. Like I said, you guys can check out my Meijer deals because they had, I think, more going on than Jewel, honestly, this week. And that's kind of surprising for Meijer because it seems like Jewel, I always have bigger hauls, and this week it was just really a lot of Fetch offers instead. But let me know what you guys ended up doing, what you guys were able to snag, deals you guys got, your hauls, and I want to know about it, know how much you guys are saving as well. For both of my grocery stores combined, which, like I said, was probably at least 90% food items, I ended up, for, again, what would have been almost $500 worth of groceries, got them for about $80 in total. So I am pretty happy with everything I was able to get. But again, if you guys have a haul or any other deals that are going on for this week, let me know. And if you guys did enjoy these deals, make sure you guys like and follow, and I'll see you guys all in the next haul. So bye, guys.